Summertime in Seattle is all about staying real to stand out in the crowded
so
scene.
much being shared that it's hard for you to compete with all of that on the algorithm because everybody, especially in Washington, like the content that's centered here, like this is the time where like you see a lot of people you haven't seen in a year
Yeah,
because they don't like to come out the house and when it ain't hot
no,
outside.
yeah. Like you said, some stuff in Seattle in the summertime. There's like literally every week there's some kind of tech week going
Yeah.
on, climate tech week. There's like recently we had a Pioneer Music Score Festival here.
Hmm.
There's like I think last week there's a South Lake Union block party.
Okay, I was wondering what
Yeah,
that was.
Capitol
Okay.
Hill had their block party.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much content you do in the
Bye to
summertime.
Seattle.
Yeah,
Like it's just like bam, 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 bam. Yeah.
like we do a year's worth of stuff in like 8 weeks.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's hard to, as an event planner too, to be mindful of all those things. So like constantly having to rethink the way that we're curating the events to make sure that people actually want to be there instead of going all the way to Seattle or all the way to Tacoma,
Yeah.
you know?
What are some ways that small business owners can take better advantage of social media from your point of view?
Um, honestly, when I meet with my clients, like the first thing I tell them is like people are buying you and not just your business or your product. And I think that not being afraid to show up as you are and who you are is the best investment you can make for your business because people really connect with, again, like the humanity of it all. Even in business, people are like, business or business. It's like, no, it's not. Because when you are talking about marketing and advertising and PR, like psychology goes into creating all of those things. When you have to think about how you're going to genuinely connect with people, you're thinking about the people. So when you're on social media, like I suppose an advice would be like, think about what you'd want to hear. Like, what's something that would resonate with you and how it would resonate with you, and try to take that approach. Because when we're walking around meeting people in real life, when we connect with someone, it's because we have things in common. But you don't know you have things in common if you're not willing to share the real parts of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on Instagram, does it matter if you post like you do a regular post or reels or a story? Does any of that matter?
Yes, I think that you need to be engaging with the app and all its capabilities, which is why after TikTok, Instagram has done so much um, rebooting of all the things that you can do within the app in order to compete with the other platforms. And now they have this thing called achievements. So the more that
Yeah, I've
you,
recently been seeing that. Yeah.
yeah, the more you play around with the type of content that you're delivering. And I have a collaborator on this post, so now I got this achievement, and I did 3 reels this week, so now I got this achievement. And with which I didn't notice till the other day, but the more achievements you get, the more things you're able to do within the app. So like my main business page, even after I post a reel and I forgot to add someone as a collaborator, I can go back and
Okay.
add collaborators. But like on my personal page, on my fancy pants page, because that's really just for me.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to hit any achievement.
Uh,
I can't do a lot of the stuff that I can do on my business
okay.
app. Yeah.
And Instagram stories that you post there that disappears after 24 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the advantage of posting on there if it goes away in 24 hours?
Because people live on stories. Like you can be talking to your audience via story and redirect them to different things that they might not have seen on your feed. A lot of the times when we're following people, their stuff won't show up on your feed unless
Yeah.
you're actively engaging with them on a regular basis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you like do a story and like 12 hours in, like save it and repost it as a regular post?
As a post, yeah.
Okay.
You can download it and then post it on your feed.
So I used to be a big fan of Snapchat, right?
Yeah.
I used to love Snapchat, and then they changed stuff. 'Cause I used to be able to go like do like a what's it called like filters or do like different
Oh,
filters.
yes.
Like this podcast, I could have done a filter, a geo filter, like put out like 5 miles out. We're doing this podcast,
Oh,
but it changed it all, and like I don't think anyone uses it anymore.
okay.
I'm sure people do, but like yeah,
I really was only using it during COVID with the kids because of the filters. Like they like having fun on there and making little videos. But I've yet to delve into incorporating it
I should do all
into
that stuff.
communication.
They should do all that stuff. They changed something, and I try to figure out the new way. I just couldn't do it right. I
Yeah.
wasn't smart enough. I'm like, yeah, I'll change this up. Were you on Clubhouse when Clubhouse was like out there?
I was on Clubhouse, but I deleted it soon after because the following that it get you on other platforms wasn't genuine. It's just like, you follow me, I'll follow you, but I don't even live next to you, and I'm not going to engage with any of your content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that thing has so much potential. They just went to shit like so
Yeah.
quickly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of the rooms were like toxic. I'm like, what is
Oh
this?
yeah. I'm going to a couple rooms and like two people like hoarding the conversation or whatever
Hmm.
it is, yeah, like
Yeah.
they started off good. I don't know. They made some tactical errors along the way, I think.
Yeah.
Do you think we need another social media platform?
I don't want, no.
No.
I don't want to learn anything new. And there's already like a plethora of information coming at you at one
Yep.
time. And so that's always like a tricky balance too. Like, how much is too much?
That's true too.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people talk about, the mental health impacts of social media on kids.
Hmm.
Do you think that's a real thing or?
Yeah. I think that specifically for young girls, the like standard of beauty that a lot of social media pushes can be difficult for them to navigate. And like online bullying is real. And the kids, it just has such a fast way of really messing up a kid's life depending on what things these kids are deciding to share. So, and it adds, I feel like, a lot of pressure on them individually.